So, as a counsellor and portfolio for education, do you feel you have to have a different approach as a woman than perhaps a man?
I think you do have to be more determined, definitely. I think that a lot of men are still slightly scared of a woman who has that little bit of extra power. I don't know why, because I've always been somebody who has preached equal ops and things like this, but I think actually, yes, you do have to have a different approach. I think you have to be more determined as well. Whereas, if a bloke says no to something, people will accept it. I think if a woman says it, sometimes they say sort of, oh, please, and think, that we'll actually change our mind. So, no, I think you definitely have to be more determined.
And when you were younger, were there certain role models you had, or perhaps female influences and role models?
Somebody who I really looked up to, sort of from history, would be Joan of Arc. Somebody who was told against all odds, that she would not be able to take the French army and fight, and even though she ended up with her life being paid for it, she was determined and she stuck to her guns, and I think somebody who sticks to their guns has got to be a good role model.
And talk about sticking to your guns, I mean, you returned to education and got a degree. Was that quite a challenge?
It was an incredible challenge. I actually set myself a goal. I said by the time I was 40, I would have a degree. It was something that nobody in my family had ever done, and I was looking into going into teaching and knew that I would need a degree. And my daughter was 2 and my son was literally a couple of weeks old when the course started, and it was 6 years of a lot of hard work, but I would say it's probably one of the proudest things.
And as a mother and a mother to a daughter, what type of do you think your daughter's opportunities are more varied than perhaps your own or your own mother?
Definitely. I'm going to make sure that she has every opportunity. I've always said to her and to my son, if there's an opportunity, grab it. Never let it pass you by. Even if you don't like what it is afterwards and you look back and you think, I never want to do that again, you've had the opportunity to do it. But if you let that opportunity pass you by, you may never ever get it back. So I will encourage my children to try absolutely everything. One of the things that I do like doing is slightly dangerous sports. I like sort of parachuting and abseiling, and I can remember only last year when I was jumping off a building with a safety harness, I will say, my daughter said to me, "Mummy, when can I do it?" So as long as she keeps on that, with the determination that she's going to grab every opportunity, both of the children are going to go far.